There was a time when for many teens, summer was a time not for leisure, but for work. But Catey Hill of MarketWatch reports that the number of teens taking summer jobs has fallen by roughly 30% since the late 1970s. She joins us now to talk about what this all means. Hi, Catey.
Hi, how are you?
So, yeah, it's a pretty steady decline that we've seen since the 70s.
It looks sort of like this. I mean, in 1978, it was about 75% of teens had summer jobs. Now it's only about 43%.
Right.
So we're really seeing that go down.
We can see that now in the chart that we have up on the screen right now, and you can see it certainly constantly falling. Although I must say, at the last bit, if you look down the very right-hand side of the chart there's a bit of a pop-up.
Yeah.
So I suppose the big question is how much of this is economic related and how much of this is kind of, the intent of
that
teens?
little uptick is probably due to there being more jobs that teens can get, recently. But most of this decline is really just sort of a change in what it means to be a teenager. Teenagers just, basically they're choosing not to work. Only about 9% of teens who are not in the labor force say that they want a summer job. So not very many. It's just changing. They're doing things like, prepping for college, getting internships or volunteering. There's a lot more of that. A lot more in summer school than ever before. So there's a lot of that. But they just don't, they say they don't want to work mostly.
Right. So they're working, but not necessarily in sort of
right,
like...
not in paid work.
Not in paid work,
right.
So it's yeah, because I think it's obviously a perception that we get. In fact, I think we had a comment you had a comment on the site from a reader that we wanted to show here. And it says something to the effect of, it's coming up right now. There it is. Get a job, kids. Then you can hang out here on MarketWatch. I think he's referring to. I don't think this is actually a MarketWatch employer offering a job. It sounds like it's more like the very noisy kind of community that gathers around MarketWatch and wants them to join in. But your point actually speaks to a different argument. It's not as if these kids are saying, "I don't want a job in the future."
Right. They're not tanning and watching Bravo all summer. They're trying to do something. A lot of them are just trying to prep for college or do things like that. And volunteering looks good, and unpaid internships look good on your resume. So a lot of people are doing that. It's just a very different conception.
What does it mean for the supermarket owner or the coffee shop owner who would have once relied on these employees? I
mean, now adults are sort of taking those jobs, so it's not like they can't fill the jobs, But
it's laid off from the recession.
Right.
Exactly.
So
we see the pictures of those grandpas acting as baristas.
Now they're getting experienced people in because of that. I mean, that's an unfortunate consequence of the recession, but that's actually what's happening now. But even when we're going to see employment pick up, we're probably not going to see a ton of teens going into the workforce. I mean, that's just not. That's sort of a new way of being a teenager. It's sort of the new normal here.
Good, interesting. Thank you very much, Catey.
Yeah, thank you.